This is Southern Belle Whisper. I hope you all are doing well this evening. I'm just going to get to the nitty gritty, alright? All friends and Matthew Perry fans know that tomorrow it will be a year since Matthew Perry passed away. And I think we all remember where we were and what we were doing when Matthew Perry passed away. It was a shock to all of us. I remember when Matthew Perry said in an interview, he said, "When I'm gone one day, I hope that people remember me more for other things that I did in my life than Chandler Bing." He said, "I don't want to be remembered just for being Chandler Bing on Friends." And growing up, I was a huge fan of Matthew Perry. I loved all his movies. I always thought that he was a very versatile actor, and I loved him. From day one, I loved him. So I do remember him more than just Chandler Bing. But I have to say that Chandler Bing is my favorite TV show character of all time. And I decided to make this video in memory of Matthew Perry. So I have this book that I got from a local produce stand that we go to all the time. And this produce stand sells more than just produce. They sell clothes and books and DVDs and jewelry, etc., etc. And I saw this book, and at the time I was still searching for more gifts for my nephew and his birthday. And then I realized, I was like, okay, Kelly, 3 is a cutoff point. Okay, 3 books is a cutoff point. Because this book is huge. It's like 50 books in one. So I decided to keep this back, maybe for Christmas. But it's really, really cute. Got bear. I looked this up on eBay, you guys. This book sells for like $50 on eBay. And I got it for $2. $2. Yep. But it's 5-minute goodnight stories. And considering it's about 9 o'clock at night right now, I thought it would be perfect. And the reason I want to read from this certain book is because it has the story Velveteen Rabbit in it. Yes. On Friends, you are told multiple times that Chandler Bing's favorite childhood book was Velveteen Rabbit. I remember there's an episode where Chandler falls in love with Joey's girlfriend, and she discloses to him that Velveteen Rabbit was also her favorite childhood story. So for her birthday, he gets her like the first edition, and then Joey gets her like a pen. And Chandler's like, "Joey, you can't just give her just a pen." So he was like, "Here." He gave it to Joey and said, "Give her this, she'll love it." But she knew it was him. She knew it was him all along. But that didn't work out so well. I think her name was Kathy. But then we got Mondler. And that's my favorite TV couple of all time. But I think this is the first time that I've ever read this story. I don't remember it, but once I start reading it, I'll probably remember more and more, but I don't remember it. So this is the first for the both of us. So let's get started. I'm going to flip to the story. That's the first story in the book. Okay, Velveteen Rabbit. boy woke up to find a wonderful basket waiting for him in his playroom. He was very excited. The basket was full of jelly beans, chocolate eggs, and marshmallow treats. But the best present of all was his new velveteen rabbit. The rabbit's coat was soft, and the inside of his ears were shiny satin. He was just the right size for the boy to cuddle. The boy hugged the rabbit close and gave him a kiss on his soft, velvety nose. The boy stayed in the playroom with the rabbit all day. He didn't play with any of his other toys. Soon it was dinner time, and the boy had to leave his rabbit in the playroom. Once he was gone, the other toys talked to the rabbit. The illustrations are also really, really beautiful in this story, I've noticed. A shiny robot asked, "What can you do?" "I don't know," replied the rabbit. "Well, I can walk back and forth," said the robot. "And someday I'm going to be real. Are you?" The rabbit turned to Old Horse. He was the oldest and wisest toy in the playroom. "What's real?" asked the rabbit. Old Horse smiled. "Real is when a child loves you very, very much. For a long, long time," he replied. "It's when he loves you so much that your shiny coat grows dull and you don't look so new anymore." "Oh my," explained the rabbit. "When you are real, you don't care how you look, because there's nothing better than being loved," said Old Horse. Just then, the boy came into the playroom. Okay, I'm going to stop trying to lift this, you guys. It's going to end up whacking into my microphone, and I know you guys will appreciate that. "Come on, Bunny, it's bedtime," said the boy. The boy took the rabbit to bed with him and snuggled him close all night long. The rabbit felt warm and cozy. "This must be what it feels like to be loved," thought the rabbit. "Someday I'm going to be real." One day the boy put the rabbit in his red wagon. "You seem to like that rabbit better than all your other toys," said the boy's mother. "He's not a toy, he's real," said the boy. The rabbit was so happy. "The boy really loves me," he thought, "and now I am real." The boy took the rabbit on a ride. When they got to the woods, the boy left the rabbit to search for treasures. Two strange creatures came out from behind the trees and hopped toward the rabbit. They had long back legs and brown fur. "What are you?" one of them asked, wrinkling his nose. "Well, I'm a rabbit, just like you," said the Velveteen Rabbit. "Then why don't you play with us?" asked the other rabbit, hopping around. "You're not real." "But I am real. The boy told me so," said the Velveteen Rabbit. But the rabbits just giggled and hopped away. After a long time, the Velveteen Rabbit's fur had worn away from being hugged so much by the boy. Most of his fuzzy nose had been kissed away, and his satiny ears had lost their shine. But the rabbit was happy because he knew how much the boy loved him. One day, though, the boy became sick. He didn't want any of his toys anymore, not even the Velveteen Rabbit. The doctor told the boy's parents he needed to go away to the seaside to get better. On the day he left, the boy placed the rabbit under their favorite tree in the woods. "I want you to remember all the wonderful times we had together, Bunny," said the boy sadly. When the boy went away, the rabbit became very sad. He became so sad that he began to cry. A real tear slid down his velveteen cheek and fell to the ground. Suddenly a flower grew out of the place where the rabbit's tear had fallen. Its white petals opened, and out stepped a beautiful fairy. "Do not cry," said the fairy. I am the fairy of nursery magic. When toys have been loved by a child as much as the boy loved you, I make them real. And with that, she kissed the Velveteen Rabbit. Suddenly, the rabbit's nose began to itch. Without thinking, he scratched it with his back leg. I can move, he cried. The rabbit began to hop and leap and jump for joy. Now I am real, he laughed. The rabbit hopped into the woods and became friends with the rabbits he had met there long ago. Many months later, the boy returned to his favorite tree. Suddenly, a rabbit hopped out from behind. You're my Velveteen Rabbit, aren't you? Asked the boy. The rabbit blinked at the boy, then hopped off into the woods. The boy smiled and said, I always knew you were real. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I think, okay, so that was the end of that story. Was that 5 minutes? Was that 5 minutes, you guys? I don't know. I think that's one of the best things about your favorite actors that pass away is they leave behind so many characters and so many movies and TV shows in their wake that it's like a part of them will always be here with us that mourn for them. And I believe it that way. I really do. And we talk about Matthew Perry all the time. And I think of him every time I watch Friends. So, anyways, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and go to bed. I'm getting a little bit tired, I'm not going to lie. But I will be talking to you guys soon.